There will come a day when a single device fits in your hand and holds every person she's ever known. A day when no question goes unanswered for long, when no one is ever truly out of reach. But that day hasn't come yet. Right now, in this room, the world is still slow enough to get lost in, and she has no idea that tonight she'll fall asleep in the last version of it. She wakes up because a machine rings, not because a name lit up a screen. Somewhere out there, the day has already started without her. She just doesn't know any of it yet. In the kitchen, the radio is already talking. She didn't choose this exact moment of it. She just walked into whatever was already playing. If she wants to know more, she'll have to wait for it to come around again. There is no going back to check. She's meeting Dana downtown at a small cafe at 10 o'clock. The time was agreed on days ago over the phone and never touched again. There's no way to say running a little late now. No way to send a location, a reassurance. Whatever was promised has to hold on its own, or it simply won't happen. She knows the address. She doesn't know the way. So she traces the route with one finger, memorizes 2 or 3 turns. Once she pulls out of the driveway, this map, folded, creased, a little torn at the seams, is the only thing standing between her and being lost. They meet exactly where they said they would, exactly when they said they would. Over coffee, Dana taps the newspaper open on the table. A movie playing this afternoon. They trace the listing with a finger until they find the time, 2 o'clock. No app to buy the tickets, no confirmation email, just a printed page and a plan now made twice as real by saying it out loud. Before the movie, she remembers she was expected home for lunch. So she steps away, finds a payphone on the corner, and drops a coin into the slot. There's no quick message to send, just a phone ringing in an empty kitchen, and a voice she hopes will answer, so she can say out loud the one sentence a text would have said in half a second: "I won't be home for lunch." Outside the theater, Claire lifts a small film camera and takes a picture of the two of them, then another, then one more. There's no little screen to check if anyone blinked, if the light was right, if it worked at all. So she just keeps shooting, hoping that somewhere in this small stack of guesses, one good moment survives. The movie ends the way it was always going to, with no reviews to check first, no rating to argue about beforehand. Just the two of them, walking out into the afternoon light, talking it over their own way. They say goodbye on the sidewalk, the same way they said hello, in person with no notice needed. On her way home, she stops to return a book, due today. No reminder needed but the one she wrote herself weeks ago on a scrap of paper now long gone. The librarian stamps the card inside the cover, the same way it's always been done. No late fee notification, no app confirming the return, just a stamp and a shelf waiting for it to come back. The phone rings, and it rings for everyone in the house at once. She crosses the room to answer it, because whoever is calling could be calling for anyone here. Hello? And in that single word, without meaning to, she gives away exactly where she is. At night, she turns on the television, not to choose from thousands of things, but to see what's simply on. If nothing catches her, she turns it off. No feed refreshing itself, no algorithm quietly deciding she should stay a little longer. The evening just ends when it ends. Before bed, she glances at the phone one last time. No missed messages, no blinking light, nothing asking for her attention. And for one quiet moment, the entire world is unreachable. And so, in the gentlest way, is she. One day, distance will stop meaning anything. Every answer will arrive before the question is finished. But tonight, she falls asleep without any of that, without knowing that someday, being unreachable for a few hours will be something people pay for.